Not hosting anybody else. Or, there we go. All right. So, wow. This is the second time we're doing this. So, I guess I'm going to give a little bit of an intro stuff. I'm sure everybody's been sharing on social media. My phone's been blowing up left and right. Everybody's telling their moms, telling everybody on Facebook, which is good, because getting more people in is a good idea. Because I'm going to be in this chair for a while, so fresh faces is going to be nice. So hello, Internet, and welcome to our 24-hour Extra Life stream. This is the second one we've done so far this year. And this one is going to be a little bit different than the last one, which was all conducted in person behind me at that table and was all about Tomb of Annihilation. This one is going to be a wonky homebrew, very loose on the rules, very high on the fun, I hope. And the way, logistically, things are going to work is every 3 hours, we're going to be changing cast. Not necessarily everybody, but maybe one or two people every 3 hours. The way that's going to work then is typically each session will not be 3 hours. It'll be more like 2 hours and 2 hours and 55 minutes, because at the end, we're going to have to leave time for these people, the current team, to leave, the new team to join. If people have to level up their characters during that time period, they'll have to have some time for that. And that also gives everybody a chance to go bio break and, get food or whatever else they want to do. So that's with the exception of the one shift early in the morning, which will technically be a 4-hour shift because of daylight savings time. So the the midnight to 3 a.m. shift is going to go midnight to 2 a.m., which is then going to reset to 1 a.m., which will then go for the other 2 hours to get them for 4 total, which hopefully won't cause that much confusion for people joining later. I know some people are in areas where there is no daylight savings time, so that'll be a little bit confusing. Also, I will throw up the link. You can see it on the screen. I know this was an issue last year. Yes, there's a link on the screen, but that doesn't mean you can click it. It's just part of the set piece. You can't actually click the donation link. You have to click it in the chat. You can go ahead and donate to alter the course of this game. All the donations, 100% of the donations, go to help sick kids in need. So you can go to our Extra Life page and donate to give these guys stuff, give me as the Dungeon Master stuff. All of those things are viable options for you. Things can get pretty crazy. I will also say that as a result of this, and we're doing it for charity, Flint Buck donations for things have been turned off. So you can still gain Flint Bucks and your in-chat currency during the course of this, but you can't donate to add critical hits and misses and things like that, because we want to focus solely on the charity. So, and there's a list of all the donations there as well. So, also at the end of each session, as we're starting to wrap up, we'll do the whole who are you, where can we find your stuff on the internet, all that good stuff. So we'll save the promos till the end. And then again, you can see everybody's character name, what their kind of race class combo is, and then underneath that is their Twitter handles. So if you want to get a hold of them that way, you can. So, what is happening in this universe, this world? Where are we? So, 5 years have passed since the defeat of the Gourd God and Pumpkin King incarnate, known as Gordon. During that time, our heroes have gone their separate ways, some to continue adventuring, growing ever stronger, some deciding to pursue justice and other such noble causes. Others still have decided to settle down, to return home to the lives they left behind, or others decided to teach and pass on that knowledge to others, and teach them what they've learned. And some, tired of the adventuring life, decided to go into business and pursue a whole new set of adventures. There are some world events that I need to establish for everybody ahead of time before we get going. Shortly after the defeat of Gordon, the library fortress of Candlekeep was assaulted by a demon army. A group of brave monks were there to help stop this attack, along with a team of different, I guess a smattering of different adventurers were able to defeat and stave off this demon onslaught and preserve the knowledge that was contained there. Shortly after that assault, there was a great flood that took the Sword Coast, but miraculously it did not seem to cause any real damage to any structures or even the land surrounding it. In this time, due in no small part to propaganda and the events of what happened, all presence of gourds, pumpkins, and squashes have pretty much been wiped out from the realms. The occasional pumpkin or bottle of pumpkin spice, nutmeg, etc. will make its way onto the black market and be sold for an exuberantly high price, and no one seems to know what the purpose is. In its absence, cabbages have rose immensely in their in sales and prevalence throughout the realms, and has caused the development and booming business of the Cabbage Corporation. And they have expanded and have warehouses all throughout the realms. So, the Ordning, which was smashed at the beginning of last game, where the giant hierarchical system that told giants where they belong in the grand scheme of things. Also, I have music. I forgot about that. Let's find the Roll20. Put on some music here. But the Ordning has been reestablished, and giants. There is a tense peace between the giant clans at the moment. There was an issue with the Storm Giant King, the king of all giants, having gone missing, but thank you, Katie, for catching everybody else up on that in the chat. So what is this? We got is this good music? Man, Claire's feet are loud. I can hear those through the floor. Let's see if this music will work. Let me go if you guys can hear it at all. I can't. But anyway, the Ordning has been reestablished, and there's a tense. Oh, there we go. A tense giant peace at the moment. So we're gonna start today on the 5th year anniversary of Gordon's death. And everyone has pretty much gone their separate ways at this point. Ash returned to her forest home, where she spent time with EB, also known as Esmeralda Broski, her Broski, her sapphire, or her emerald dragon. Let's see, who else? We know that Rurik has been traveling around sailing for a while, and in no small effort to his, what he was doing, helped to bring down all of the gourds all over the place. So, good job on your end there, Rurik. Your Gordic, anti-Gordic propaganda has gone a long way and really caught fire here in the realms. And Scarlett has continued to... Oh, I guess I should say this as well. After the defeat of Gordon, Scarlett's patented workout program, Bro90X, has taken off, and there is a general fitness to the realms, the likes of which it had never seen before. For an affordable price and in only 90 days, while also being a bro, one can get crazy jacked. So, that has spread its way around the realms. So, the little uptick in the general health of the entire world. You've been working with the Sparrows, your little group, to take down corrupt governments and corrupt corporations and whatever you can find wherever you go, all the while still being a bro and hanging out with all of your cloud giant friends, who it got a little hairy for a little while there. But your kind of group that you were hanging out with were very anti-ordening. They just wanted to hang out and be bros. So, like, things are established and everything's, like, cool again, but it didn't really affect them too much. And then we have Morthos, who is the, I guess, the black sheep of this group, who hasn't been involved in all of the craziness so far. But that's about to change shortly. So, for the sake of not having to do a regathering of the party and waiting for people to come from all over the place to get to where they're going, what I'm going to say is you guys are in the city of Waterdeep. Rurik, who has been sailing for a while, has kind of heard rumors because he's got his thumb on the pulse of the Gordic community. And you have heard rumors that a defunct, or there is still a group of Gordon Pumpkin King worshippers that are worshipping in silence and trying to keep things under wraps, led by a great priest by the name of Jack. And they are trying to... Well, you don't know what they're doing, but you know that there's been ties to them trying to purchase these black market gourds. And as such, fearing for the worst, having experienced the worst Gordic punishment one can achieve, Rurik has decided to gather a party of people to help him research this, and has sent out messages to everybody that he'd interacted with during his last escapade. And we'll say one follows its way to Scarlett and to Ash, and being a sailor himself in the city of Waterdeep, where there's several ports, you were able to recruit Morthos, who didn't really seem happy about it and or anything. But I'll let Benzyme give us an intro to Morthos now, since he's a new character to the group.
Cool. Morthos is a tiefling ranger who was previously captain of his own ship, but through disagreements and a fierce sea battle, has found himself without a ship and crew. Stranded in Waterdeep, trying to find his way now. Pretty much sums up everything you probably need to know at the moment.
All right. So that's what you guys are aware of Morthos. So I'll paint the scene, and then I'll let everybody else reintroduce their characters as well, in case we have a lot of new folks, even new players. So they should, if they haven't taken the 22 hours to watch what happened last year, which I'm more than okay with you guys not putting that in. You guys are in a bar, a Halfling Queen satellite bar, as during this time, retiring from adventuring, Shannon has spread her ridiculous persuasiveness across the realms, establishing a slew of bars all over the place, where the primary form of entertainment in said bars is beer pong, a game that was more or less, it was invented but hugely popularized in the original Halfling Queen in Neverwinter, where Tordek, Frostbeard, Rurik's cousin,
I think we saw our own cousin,
stayed behind to help Shannon make this, you've got someone this persuasive and someone who can instill the wrath of a god of war. They've really established, whether it through persuasion or force of arms, this whole Halfling Queen empire. So you guys meet up in one of these taverns, in this tavern here in Waterdeep, where you guys are all pretty much, with the exception of Morthos because he's new, but everybody else is comped drinks pretty much because they all knew Shannon in one time or another. But we're going to say that everybody pretty much arrives more or less at the same time Ash on the wings of an emerald dragon. Scarlett is dropped off by a passing cloud giant castle. Cloud giant castle comes by and drops you off. Did you, by the way, keep Brodian? Is he still around, Scarlett?
My donkey?
Oh no, you had. Or sorry, yes. Well, who had what? Because I know Ash told me she let her bro mount go to be forth to be a bro.
Wow.
She set him free.
I still have my bro. He's part of my posse. You know, I don't regularly ride on his back as his movement speed is literally the same as mine. But he's there as more of like a prop if I want to do like a cool party trick.
Sure.
So.
And what about you, Rurik? I forget what was.
Yeah, I still have my donkey that
Ba-
was gifted to me last year.
It was Barry, right? Was it Barry?
I don't remember. I don't have even his name down. It just says donkey mount.
I think it was Barry. I'm pretty sure it was Barry. Let's go with Barry.
All I remember is that I came back for another session as a gourd, and I had a donkey mount for some reason.
Yes. That sounds about right. So, okay. So you are there, and we'll say that in this time period, you have, in looking for people to gather this group, waiting for the seemingly endless letters you sent out to try to gather people, you were able to meet Morthos here in the bar, and you guys would have the sailing aspect in common, but we'll say that you two are together at the bar, and I'll let you guys have your... Actually, well, yeah, let's have you introduce yourself here, Jal, as well, so that, the viewers and also Benzyme / Morthos can know who he's been recruited by.
Okay, so just wanted me to do it out of character?
Yeah, out of character, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so Rurik is a Tempest cleric, and he's a hill dwarf. He was a sailor until some misadventures with Talos. Well, Talos just brought his ship down and decided to make him a cleric of Talos against his will. And last year, amongst the many things that happened, Rurik was transformed into, had his soul ripped out of him and put into a gourd. And since then, he's had gourd PTSD, and he hates everything that's gourd-shaped or gourd-like. And he started a crusade against gourd, going to a town that was growing cabbages and starting a civil war with the town next door that was growing gourds. And that's basically who Rurik is. He's bent on destruction sometimes, pushed by Talos, but at the same time, he hates Talos. And it's pretty much it.
And this is the gentleman who has recruited you, Morthos, to help. And he's got a fair amount of funds, so money was not an issue at the moment. But just this guy spewing off about how all gourds must die and things of that nature. So you've got that guy. And we'll say while you're sitting there, the two of you at the bar, for walking in will be Scarlett. So Scarlett, why don't you give us your rundown here?
All right. So Scarlett walks in. She's got really tan skin, like she just is always outside. She's got like a cut lip, cut eyebrows, and a black eye. Like, she looks like maybe she could be pretty, but she's pretty fucked up all the time because she spends a lot of time in the fight pits. She also has invested a lot of her time in her group that she kind of started in the little town that she's from, who rebels against, like, rich, evil people who are taking advantage of regular peasants. And she, through meeting people on her adventures and in the fight pit, has added to that group so that they've kind of become more of a household name. But also, besides all of her professional life in the Bro 90X, she frequents every halfling queen she comes by because she's very good at drinking. And she is just always up to party, man. And when she got her invitation from Rurik, she was like, fuck yeah, man, nectar, and is ready for a fight. She doesn't really care as long as the thing she's punching is bad. So she struts in.
Okay. And she will come and join you at the table, followed shortly by, as Ash walks in to this bar as well, right behind Scarlett. So go ahead, Light, give us an intro to Ash as well.
You keep cutting out.
Well,
Is it
that's
just
not
me?
good. I don't know.
No, you do.
No, he does.
All right, let me
Okay.
see what I can do. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Ash is a fletchling ranger. God, it's been a long time. Who has a emerald green dragon. She went back to her forest where she first encountered her dragon egg, and just been help raising her to just to watch over the forest and everything. And oh yeah, that's right. She has pale skin, green and glowing eyes, and silver hair. She doesn't she doesn't go out in the sun. Just sticks to the forest, and yeah, when she remembers people that was 5 years ago. So yeah, she decided, you know what, time to stretch out Evie's wings and see what she can do.
Okay. Well, we'll say that you didn't bring the dragon in the bar. We'll
I
say.
would not do that.
Yes.
Why?
She'd be chilling outside. Be like, just stay here. No.
Yeah. Also, the dragon, now at this point, like I said, there is an updated character sheet for you here in Roll20. EB now has the ability to talk. So, did not have it last time. Dragon can now talk. And it can speak, I believe it can speak common.
Yes.
So, it can actually speak. So, okay, bye.
Love you too.
Bye, Claire.
Everybody else says they love you. Okay. So, yes. So your time sequestered in the forest hasn't been completely lonely, and it hasn't been all one-sided conversations, because the dragon can speak back. So you have actually, it's not been, just like you talking to a dog or a cat for 5 years. Like, it actually talks back. So, all right. So, you guys all come into. Light can have a 10-minute conversation with herself if she really wants. That's fine. I'll let her control the voice of the dragon, because I don't feel like doing it. So, you guys all make your way to the table together. So now you're all finally regathered. I know I kind of sprung this on you, Jal, but that's fine. I feel like I have confidence in your abilities. So, you have gathered a party here, as you have heard tale of this, of rumblings of a Gordic resurgence. And now you have your group of adventurers here at the table. So I'll let you take it in your own Rurik fashion.
Okay. So you know why I have gathered you here today. There's been a resurgence of the gourds. And yes, you know, I hate gourds. We must stem the flow of gourds and kill all of them. What do you say?
Stem the flow of gourds. I see what you did there. Oh, sure. I'm in.
Buy me another drink first.
Sure.
We know
Aw,
the
mate.
owner.
Give him a drink.
You get a drink for free, no problem.
Yes, thanks. No idea what he's talking about, but
You will learn in time. You will understand the thread that is gourds.
sure, whatever. Preferred potato myself, but whatever.
That's good. It's better than gourds.
So dumb.
I kind of like lean over to Morthos and I'm like, he's been through a lot.
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Nah, I'm all right.
Sure, lady, sure.
All right. Well, where do we start?
Yeah, do I have any info on like, where to
Yes.
start, or...
Okay. So you know that Waterdeep. The reason you chose to meet in Waterdeep is it has been largely devoid of crime in the past 5 years, as the rumors of the resurgence of the Man-Bat of Waterdeep seem to be true. He was originally just a rumor and had disappeared, but it seems that in the past 5 years, someone has been bringing people to justice. Although the ultimate, there's a lot less. The previous Man-Bat would tie up and hand over to the authorities. There has been a lot of criminals stopped, but they all seem to be either drained of blood or partially devoid of body parts and flesh, but they're still stopped and they're all criminals, so no one's really looking into it too much. Because the rumor goes that the Man-Bat is just a normal human male. So Waterdeep is not a good place to start. You recall that you think that the best place to go, what did I say, was it would be Long Saddle, because Long Saddle was that Gordic, the Gordic city that you started the civil war between Long Saddle and my very early in the morning cleverly named nearby city of Short Saddle. So you started that rivalry, and it seems that in that place, they have seemingly taken what remnants of Gordon remained from Sleepy Hollow, where you stopped Gordon before, and they're trying to do something with them. But you didn't want to go alone, as you do have PTSD.
Hey, he's been working through it.
He's doing the best that he can do.
Okay. So if my information is right, we should go back to Long Saddle, where it all ended 5 years ago. There we might find more information on what these people are doing with the remnants of Gordon.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hey, Ash,
Yes.
do you think I could ride with you? Because Brody, and he's very muscularly defined, but he don't run too fast.
Yeah, she can fit on, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen Evie in a while.
I haven't seen, but I've heard about Emerald Dragon around here that doesn't go by lately.
What?
Yeah.
Dragon. What dragon?
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta see this shit. It's dope.
It is pretty nice. And it's the color of cabbage, so I approve.
Yeah, not fan of dragons at all.
Ooh.
No, she's sweet. She's nice. Not any of those evil ones.
Yes.
Sure, if you say lady, but no dragon is ever good.
All right. I sense I feel a familiar tension in the party building. So you guys exit out of the Halfling Queen. Did you? We know that some of you will be taking a dragon. But what about? Oh, and you have Barry, as well. Morthos, do you have? Since you've been around, do you have a mount of choice or something like that? Of that nature, or have you just been like, I don't know what your disposition is for travel?
Most of the time, I just fly by myself, having wings.
Okay.
But outside, probably on the rooftop somewhere, is a giant owl.
Okay, great. So, yeah, so that well, you guys can. Did you want to get any other supplies while you're in Waterdeep before you leave? I'll just leave that to the group before we head out because it is largely overland travel between Waterdeep and Longsaddle. So, just want to. Yeah, so not much sailing is going to happen. Let's say that.
I'm gonna buy some rope.
Okay.
Silk rope.
Sure.
I always buy this every game I play, and it always comes in handy.
All right. So basically, anything that you want that's listed in the player's handbook is easily purchasable, no problem. You guys can grab whatever you want from that. Is there anything else specific that may come into play later that you would like to look for and/or purchase?
I mean, the stuff that I have,
Yeah, you
stuff
guys.
that we already have and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good because I
Yeah,
I
same.
found my notes.
Okay.
There's a few items that elude me what they're for in my inventory from last year, but I'll find a way to use them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember everything from last year. So. we'll just
Now
have-
I have a ring that makes a campfire.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
have
do.
the
Nice.
Infinity Ring of Trivial Knowledge.
That's right. I forgot about that. So yes, you've been using that to great effect, or so you think.
So
So
he hasn't gotten any dates.
no, he's got a lot of really great knowledge about things that are completely useless to the situation at hand. Every time. So, like, you walk outside and you're like, we gotta go take on these gourds, and you see the giant owl, and you're like, oh man, did you know that, like, a giant owl's wing beat is about, like, at least minimum 5 decibels less than any other flying creature? That's great. And then you're just like, you know this in your head, and you're like, that is not at all helpful to stopping gourds. But you know it because of this ring. So, all right, then you guys get as provisioned up as you would like to be. And then you guys, as you leave the city, you have your owl now, Morthos, to fly on. That's so you know, because you're in the rooftops nearby. And Barry waddles out of the front gate of Waterdeep, at which point, once you guys are outside the city gates, then EB will fly in and land and touch down, and you guys are greeted by this large size, so a little bit larger than a horse with a fairly large wingspan, this green dragon, but not like a green dragon that you've read about in a history book or a textbook. This is, the scales are more like crystalline, like that of individual emerald gemstones, and these creatures are, slightly, they are not, for those of you, actually, well, Morthos, since you hate Aldrich, why don't you make me a history check, actually. We'll see if you're familiar with these before I just blunder through and describe everything. Oh, well, shit. So with a natural 20, you know all there is to know about emerald dragons, because of your hatred of dragons in general. Emerald dragons are not inherently evil. They're not inherently good either. They're more of like a neutral dragon, if I'm remembering my history correct. Yes, also natural 20 and a natural 1 as your advantage disadvantage on the very first roll of this stream. Their breath weapon isn't like that of typical other dragons where it calls forth an element like fire or lightning or acid. It basically it blows out basically shards of its own body of this emerald scales, and essentially is like an eviscerating, slashing based breath weapon. They also have limited spellcasting ability, unlike other typical dragons of this age group. So they do have access to certain spells as well. So you're aware of all of this.
Emerald, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Not the best of company. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't have to put it down.
Scarlett looks over. She's like, "Well, that's good, bro. Stay chill."
All of a sudden, it's like, oh, my eyes just narrowed. She's fine.
And then the dragon, by the way, Light, I'm giving you full control of the dragon's voice because, so the dragon can hear this and can also speak. So, just so you're aware.
Okay, she'd be like, is he really serious?
I don't know. I just met him. But Evie, you're looking fit. How much can you lift?
Light, let me give you a calculation. Hang on. These are important questions that I did not think about ahead of time. Hang on. Let's see. What's EB's strength?
19 plus 4.
Okay, so 19. It's just the modifier there. All right, so let's do a quick calculation. 19 times... EB can lift 1,140 pounds.
Pretty good. You'll get there one day, kid.
What's your strength, by the way?
25 with that belt.
Yes, 25 with the belt. Let's see. You don't, I mean, regardless of how you portray it, you know that through all of your training, the most you've ever been able to eke out as like on like the craziest set you've ever done is you've most been able to lift 750.
Yeah, you'll get there one day.
You get the feeling that it's what?
Rick is just while this is happening, Rick is just like ignoring them and just keeps going forward.
I imagine. See, I don't.
He's unfazed.
Yeah. Okay.
Donkey ready to leave. Just go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a sick handshake with Brody and tell him I'll meet up with him later.
And he's like, "All right, bro. I'm like, I can do like what I want. Is that cool?"
Yeah, man. Just make sure your collar stays popped.
And he's like, "All right, man. Like, is he wearing clothes now? Because he was like shirtless last time."
Yeah, we got him some sick threads.
Okay.
Or maybe he just got a collar.
I mean, to be honest, he may rip them off at some point during his night, but that's up to him.
He just has the collar. That's it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. He's got like a necklace, but it's just a collar.
Okay. But he pops his
That's
necklace. So yeah, he's got like, I don't know, like a loincloth situation, oiled muscles, and then just like a collar that he can pop. So I guess it's sort of like a Chippendales dancer, but rather than the cuffs, it's like a collar.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's got a faux hawk still.
Okay, great. Keeping that style for 5 years. Totally in style still. So he's like, "All right, bro." And he will give you that sweet handshake, and then he's gonna like run off into Waterdeep to get into his own adventures. All right, so you guys now are leaving Waterdeep. Rurik, you are arguably moving slower than the party, as there's a dragon and a giant owl, and then your donkey is just moseying.
Finally, we just catch up to it.
Yeah, you guys can like do loops and circles, and it's just like back and forth as he's slowly going down the road. And Barry has stayed as healthy as Barry was last time.
I
still...
was actually thinking of getting a war boar, but I was like, oh no, I have my donkey mount. I'm gonna keep the donkey.
Yeah, listen, I forget who donated to give you that donkey, but you had the opportunity to change, but I appreciate you sticking with it. So, you guys set out of Waterdeep on your journey towards the city of Longsaddle. While I just look up a map of Faerun real quick, just to get myself completely oriented. You guys travel for about 8 hours or so, kind of getting used to the pace of how things go, about how to best, organize yourselves here. And then I'm gonna need Jal, roll me a d20, please. All right. You see a roadside stand. I'm just kidding. You don't see a roadside stand. That would be.
Oh, man.
I was like, yes.
You know what? Sure, you do see a roadside stand as you're driving, as you're riding down the road. It's about 100 feet off. It seems like a small little stand. And yeah, what would you like to do? As you clearly see this, you automatically, your PTSD flares up and you have a flashback to the first time, and you're adamantly telling everyone we should just leave him behind. We shouldn't bring him with us. And then everybody saying we should. And then, well, you know what the rest led to.
No, that was the second time.
The second
when we
time.
came back.
That's right.
Yeah. The first time we just kind of ignored him and bought some gourds. And then the second time we brought him with us.
Yep. I remember, because the majority of the rest of the episode, you just kept saying, you see what you did? Are you happy? Are you proud of yourselves?
It was also my fault because we were on the way back and I said, do we see Gordon there again?
Yep.
And then you said, oh yeah, he's there.
Listen, I mean, you did it. So you see this roadside stand. You all see this. You guys, rest of you guys see it from above as you are flying up ahead. But what would you like to do?
I want to see what they're selling.
Okay.
Just make sure it's not gourds.
Are you getting closer, or are you trying to observe from where you are, about 100 feet out?
I'm gonna get closer.
Okay. How close do you get?
As close as I need to get to see what's on the stand.
Okay. You get
I don't
closer.
know how close that would be.
You get closer, and you see that this seems really out of place. This is a cranberry salesman. Yeah. Cranberry salesman.
No, Rick is probably just gonna ignore it then.
Okay.
He's just gonna walk past. Well, waddle past.
Barry waddles past. And you guys also see this from overhead. I don't know if you have any interest in stopping or not, but you are more than welcome to.
Anybody else's tummy have the rumblies?
Why, do you want to see what they have?
Yeah, man. Last time it started something fun.
She said,
Fair
breaking
enough.
the fourth wall.
No, I got to fight some shit. I like fighting.
All right. So, do you guys land, touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You hop out, and there is.
Okay, well, if I see them coming down, I'll stop
Okay.
and wait for them.
You're not that far.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I could just keep waddling on forever.
Yeah, you turn around. You've made it like 20 feet past the stand as they all fly down. From like 100 feet up, they land, and you're like turning around. And you finally make your way back. So, yes, you guys all land, and you see that there is a woman there with a seemingly heavy supply of cranberries. Which is weird, because you don't see any bogs nearby. So this must have come from a ways out.
Well, to be fair, we couldn't see a gourd farm anywhere near his gourd.
Well, that's because he was stuck there for 10 years. Because he was blind.
Oh, brother.
Anyway.
I'll approach and ask how much for the crayons.
She says, how many would you like? Would you like a bushel, and that's like like your typical like basket that you would get at like a grocery store?
No, I'll take a bushel. Where'd you get these from anyway? I haven't seen a cranberry bog in a long time over here.
She goes, well, she says it's there's a bog not too far away. It's like maybe a couple days ride, and it's the season, right? So we harvested them, and we wanted to put them in a place where people would see them. And my dad said that he thinks it'd be better to do roadside, and I said we really should just go into the city and sell them there. And he said, no, this is roadside stands are the new city market. And I said, no, okay, Dad. So he went back to go get more cranberries.
I'm gonna do a perception check because
Yeah, me
Rurik is
too.
suspicious of roadside stalls.
Are you trying to see if there's anything there, or are you trying to see if she's lying?
No, I'm trying to see if there's anything there.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead, make me a perception check. You look around. You also see that there are some. She also sells craisins, so she's got dried cranberries as well, which you don't know from the way they're set up in the shop. You like the little stand. You don't think that was on purpose. Like they just left them out in the sun as they were riding, and they dried out. So they kind of like kept them in the back, possibly not realizing that they're sort of like nature's candy. These craisins here. So and you also see under like the back, like under a piece of like you just see like a little bit sticking out. There is an apple. Just one. That's all you can
There's
see.
what?
An apple. A singular apple. That's it.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand there and just look at her, just not interacting with her.
Yeah, and I guess I can. She is a human female. You guess, 19-ish. Maybe early 20s. Brown eyes. She's got like a fiery red hair, and she looks like she's looks to be pretty strong. Like possibly she's the one who's been moving these crates and stuff. So she's not like overly buff, but like she's got a body of somebody who's worked a little bit for their life. But she is still very pretty. Seems a little unsure of herself though.
Yeah, I'll take a bushel if you don't mind. Can I be able to pick out a sort of better quality bunch, if possible?
Sure, make me a nature check. Let's see if we can find the best cranberries in the bunch. Fuck, yes, you can with the 22 nature check. You're like, oh, you see Scarlett walk up and like she picks up one, and you just like sort of snicker to yourself, and you're like, and you grab you move one bushel out of the way, and like you pick up the second bushel, and like at that moment the wind blows the canvas roof of the roadside stand, and a beam of sunlight comes down and lands as you pick up this bushel of cranberries. And then it's only momentary, but then you have it, and you're like, these are the ones. These are the cranberries to end all cranberries. What have I already feel like I've lost control of the stream, and we're half an hour in. I don't even know what's going on. Anyway, so yes, she will say that a bushel of cranberries. She said, it's 1 gold, and I know that's a lot, but it's because we have to cart it so far, and it's mostly for wagon maintenance.
That's fine.
But you do feel like that is a little. I mean, it is. Cranberries they're in season at the moment, so they're not like in heavy high demand. But that is a little bit pricey. But as happenstance would have it, you guys are hungry, and there's cranberries here. So I guess supply and demand. Also, Morthos, those cranberries though. Like,
How about I do this for you? 3 bushels for 2 gold.
Yeah, she'll say, yeah, I think that'd be fine. Just don't tell my dad.
Perfect.
Uh-oh, Mary Ellen
I'm gonna try
Budabin
and-
gave a crit to Katie. I don't know.
Someone's head is getting chopped off.
I don't know why that didn't update on the stream bar. I'm going to look into that, but we'll keep going.
So I'm going to try and look for another good lot of bushels, and I'm going to look for one of the worst bushels I can find.
All right, make me one more nature check. Oh, let's see. Is this the link? Let me just check. I saw the link in the chat. Let's make sure that it's working.
It is not.
It's not working? What?
Not that link.
Seriously? It worked for me yesterday. Alright, let me update this real quick, folks. Let's
So
see.
back to these cranberries.
Right. Let's see. I think it might be that top one, that EL 2017 donate. Let's see if that works. Sorry, I'm just want to make sure that the links on screen are updated so that everybody can find what they need to find. And I will update this. So you, with your natural 1 on your cranberry search, you think you have found the absolute best. Like, these ones might be better than the ones you found before. And then I'm going to have you make me one more nature check.
Okay.
All right, that's right. 9. And then these are the worst. So you have yours, you have what you think are probably one of the best, and then the ones that you think are probably also the worst.
Cool.
So you've got what you're looking for here.
And I hand her the 2 gold.
All right, and she'll take it. She'll. Thank you. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
I'll give her a gold for mine. Scarlett doesn't have time to barter.
Okay. Let's try that link. I think that one will work. That looks like I'm just sorry, guys. I just want to make sure we're all good to go. If people would like to donate, looks like it's taking you directly to the donation page. Man, these links were working for me yesterday. That's annoying. Maybe that was taking you to last year's one and it only works for me because it's mine.
Probably. That was the issue from before, too, when I was watching the first stream.
Yeah. Okay, so you have a crit, Katie. We'll mark that down. And
Thanks, Mom.
Did she? Oh, that was Jal's donation from before. Got it. Okay. So yes, you have your cranberries now. And she. Oh man, hold on. We got another donation. I gotta keep track of these, and I gotta figure out why the bar's not updating. It wouldn't be a stream where we do things in Roll20 where there weren't technical issues. All right, let's see here. Okay. So, Jal, you, as you're turning around, as Barry is turning around, you feel... Where did that go? I literally just saw it and it went away. Nope. Never mind. I lied. You're doing great, Jal. Keep it up.
Okay.
So, you have your cranberries. Would you guys like to do anything else here at the roadside stand?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat them.
All right.
As I get back onto the dragon and hold myself on with sheer thigh strength.
Yep, all of those are things you can do. So, you guys continue onward then?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure that DJ Raphael, you sent. Oh, Katie, you have another crit from Knight Barden.
Yay! That's
Yes,
accepted.
DJ Raphael there. It did work. The donation went through. I saw it. I have to update the bar on screen. You donated $25. Did you want to donate for any particular reason? Getting hosts. Things are blowing up. Did you want to donate for something? Because the donation did not have a specific thing in the chat. If you want to just donate to donate, that's fine too. Great. Awesome. So, all these things. So, are you guys eating your cranberries as you're moving along?
Yeah, man. This is cranberry stands are the fast food of D&D.
Yep. I'm eating from the perfect cranberries.
This is the first one or the second perfect one?
The second perfect ones.
This.
The
Oh, yeah, the natural one perfect ones, they taste like just, it is just all just sour. Like, it just not a good time. You're like, just like, they're not rotten, because you would have been able to see that when you were looking at them, right? But they are just like, I don't know if the inside of the meat is spoiled, or the juice is too sour, or not ripe. Whatever it is, but it is just not good.
He's gonna save face and just swallow and just put them away.
Okay. All right, you do so. You know what? Make me. You guys see this? Actually, no, you don't, because you're all flying separately, so you're good. You are able to, due to the location, you are able to save face. And keep up your rough demeanor.
Yep.
So.
Is there anything over in the distance that we could possibly see with my eyes of the eagles?
Make me a perception check. There's so many donations to keep track of. Fucking shit, man. Yeah, clearly, everything. You see through time and space. You see, as if it was recorded on some sort of device, all of the events of the past 5 years. All come flashing before your eyes in a relative... So you're now fully aware of everything that happened with this group with your massive, crazy perception. But as you look off into the distance, which you are actually looking to, which is weird, you're like, what was that? I don't know. You can see a town. You can see there's a mountain range. The Sword Mountains are not too far. We're going to say you guys are taking the long road because it's the most straight path to Longsaddle. And that is also the easiest for Barry to traverse. As Barry is all but just a donkey, so he does not feel like he's not really off-roading. You can see the Sword Mountains. You can see a city about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 days ride away. Which, I guess some of you guys have traveled around a bit. You would guess that this is the city of Anthale. It's like a short kind of vassalship of Waterdeep. So you're aware of that city, not too far off. Were you looking for anything specific or just the general lay of the land?
Just the general, just seeing if there's anything we should make note of.
You also see the bog, the cranberry bog. It's back over your shoulder, like back past into the, I guess it would be, the way it would be on a map, looking top down on a map, it would be east of Waterdeep, near a forest. You see the what you assume to be the cranberry bog.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem like it was all like a bullshit story that she was telling.
I'll just yell it out if anyone can hear me. Just
I'll say
point
the
it out.
flying people can hear you. Oh man, we got Jake dancing because Steamfunk just subbed to the channel. All right, thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it. Gotta love that Twitch Prime sub. All right, so you guys up here, Scarlett, Ash, you hear Morthos kind of shouting out to you about what he sees. The city, the mountains, and the bog.
Okay.
I'll salute him and keep eating cranberries.
Your cranberries are pretty good. They're not as potentially not as good as the first set that he found, but definitely better than the ones that he ate.
I'll never know that sweet perfection. Because I didn't look at any of them. I was like, yeah, hit me up, fam.
So, you guys travel for the rest of today, and now evening, the sun begins to set. Would you guys like to keep traveling, or would you like to stop for the evening and rest?
I rest. I mean,
Yeah, you're in no hurry, really.
yeah, we're not really
I mean,
rushed.
But to Rurik, you are in a hurry.
Yeah. Even though he's the slowest one.
Yeah.
Moving into sort of evening times, he switches goggles. He switches out his goggles.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah.
Goggle swap.
Oh man, it happened in real life.
Look at that role playing, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that prop work though.
That's
Yeah.
true. On
Now
point.
he's wearing the goggles of night.
Okay. 120 feet of dark vision. Solid stuff.
Yep.
All right. So, did you guys have shifts you wanted to do, or how were you planning to handle sleeping? Were you worried about that at all?
I mean, Light, you're an elf, right?
I am a fleshling.
She's sort of an elf.
Yeah.
Do you get the 4 hours of sleep, or you still have to do the 8?
I noticed all your shit was cleared out of your character sheet. I noticed that last night
Yeah.
when they did the
Yeah.
update to Roll20.
Yeah.
You can find it on the internet. I looked 5e fletchling and it came up pretty quick. Fun fact, folks, later on in the evening, Firebringer Axel will be playing in one of the sessions. He is actually the guy who developed that character, or that racial class that Light is playing.
What?
He is a very prominent D&D 5e homebrew person, so I was very excited to have him join the show
That's
coming
cool.
later.
I'm doing your stuff, yo.
Yeah. I don't think he's here, unfortunately, right now, but
That's okay. I can say it in spirit.
yes.
I thought I had it saved. I think I also cleared out on my own. I know, right?
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere, which is annoying. It didn't, Ewok. It cleared it all out. For whatever reason. Like, her whole character bar is just empty. In Roll20 for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I found there's one half. I thought I had like 2 pieces of paper. Two pieces of paper. Does that even? I'm sorry, I don't make sense. But I don't. Yeah, it only gives like the description and what it is, but I don't know what the other section is.
Let's see. He's saying, go to the cogwheel.
Yeah.
Change.
If you can change it, you can change it from compendium compatible to simple, and that will bring back everything that was there beforehand.
Okay. Wanna try that?
Oh
Light?
yeah, I had to do that to bring back my features and traits.
Today's stream is also a walkthrough of Roll20.
Right? Yeah.
I'm doing it. I got you.
Okay.
See if that takes.
One of the forced things that Roll20 did that maybe should have been an option first.
Yeah.
Looks like it's still empty.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I changed it back.
Maybe
And
Well-
that,
too long ago.
While we figure this out, let's just take equal shifts. And then we'll figure out if you can double shift later on.
Sure. So who's going first shift?
I'll go. Why not?
And then...
I'll go next. Before I go to rest, I'm gonna pour some magic into my ring.
Okay. What would you like to put into your ring?
I'm gonna throw in a level 3 cure wounds.
Okay. So you do that.
Kill.
Wait, I want to be better friends with you.
Just waves his hand across his ring and it starts to glow a bit.
Yep. You guys see this. He's not hiding it, so. And then who's got after Morthos? So we've got Scarlett, Morthos, then
The third one.
I could go. I'll go last with Evie.
okay. And then
Morthos asks if everyone doesn't go too far away.
okay.
Keep close together. Be much easier.
Sure.
Okay.
We're a fraternity of friends.
So Scarlett, it is your shift. I'd like you to roll me a d20, please.
13.
The night is quiet. You feel as if someone that you know just sank the final cup in an epic beer pong tournament, and you have a little bit of if you feel proud, but also like envious that you're not there right now.
Yeah, at least he's keeping our name up on those leaderboards.
But other than that, nothing really happens.
All right.
Morthos, it is your shift now. So I don't know if you have any nightly style rituals or anything, but it's your shift now. You're woken up by Scarlett, and it's your turn.
I'm gonna just move away from the group just a little bit, just so I can keep on everyone, and practice my dagger throwing at a tree somewhere.
Okay, well, go ahead and make me an attack roll. Let's see if you crit the tree. No, but freaking damn near close. Yeah, so you rolled a... What is this? Yeah, so hits right into the tree. I'm not going to have you roll damage on the tree unless you want to.
I don't care about the tree at all.
But, like, man, you just feel like... I don't know what was up with those strawberries, or those cranberries, but damn. That is a damn fine thrown dagger. Right where you wanted it to go. Perfect number of rotations, point stuck in the tree. Feeling pretty good about yourself. I'll tell you what. The next dagger throw you make at an enemy will have advantage. Because of your practice here at night. But your shift goes by uneventfully as well. So, Rurik, before you're awoken for your shift, the dreams... They take you. You have this dream that, yet again, you are stuck in your Gordic form, only able to communicate with people through dream sequences. And you recall all of the fighting happening around you, the weird swole kobolds chanting, and it takes you back to that awful, awful time 5 years ago when your life used to be so simple. And you eventually awaken in a cold sweat, thinking about all of those awful, awful times. But your shift now.
Okay. He's gonna take out a notebook, and then drop a drop of blood on it, and it's gonna open up.
Yep.
And he's gonna start writing about the day's events of like what happened with the cranberry merchant and how like he suspects her of being like in league with Gordon and like his conspiracy theories about the gourds,
Uh-huh.
and then he's gonna finish up with his dream.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's gonna make sure to close it so no one can open it again.
Okay. Let me put in this extra life link in the chat. All right. And then finally, Ash, it is your turn. You and Evie for the final shift. So, what would you like to do during your shift?
I think we're just gonna sit, because it's like, we're out in a kind of like forest area kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like home to us, so we're just being aware of things, because there's always we just keep our eyes out, and she probably just would look towards what's his name's Mordric?
Morthos?
Morthos, yes.
Oh yes,
just
with
kinda
this
like-
anti-dragon
kinda like-
sentiments.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. So surprisingly, the night goes by relatively uneventfully. You guys did a couple of little things, and then you wake up the next morning to continue on your travel towards the city of Longsaddle. This is a surprise. There's nothing for Katie to fight.
So upset.
I know, right? You guys travel the next day. At about 10 o'clock in the morning, I need Katie to roll me a d20. Have you rolled one last time, or no?
I rolled one for my watch.
Yeah, no. Eerily similar to you feeling in another life. Day goes by uneventfully.
Man, I'm bored. Are we there yet?
Gonna start causing trouble just to kill someone.
I would never.
As the evening begins to befall, you are still a few days' ride out from Longsaddle. You come across a camp. People are hanging out in this camp. A smattering of seemingly traveler types. And you guys can obviously stop in the camp, or you can keep going and camp. Otherwise, it's your call.
Let's go to the camp. Let's hang out with some people.
You notice that these people have set up a makeshift table and are playing a game that Scarlett, you know all too well. There's a beer pong game happening in this camp right now.
Okay, I gotta stop you 1 second and ask you an important question.
Uh-huh.
Am I proficient at beer pong?
After the amount of times you spent at Cloud Giant frat parties, yes, you are proficient in beer pong.
Nice. Okay. Carry on.
Just like, they're not like bro-y types. They're just like seemingly average people, but they seem to enjoy the game. So they're hanging out, and they're like, welcome you guys into the camp, you know. Come sit. We don't have a lot of food, but we have some stuff. We have entertainment, which we just learned about this game, and it seems really fun.
Scarlett cracks her knuckles. She's like, could I get in on that, Rose?
And they're like, sure. Why not? We're still figuring out the rules and how to play. Well, we saw some other people play, and it seems really fun.
I will lay out all the rules exactly as they are.
Okay.
And I will line up for my turn at beer pong.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys during these events?
Rurik's gonna sit, like, not in their camp, just a bit outside, and have his own food and drinks.
The conspiracy continues.
how he's this tough dwarf, but he's also like the conspiracy theorist character, which is normally like some nerdy wizard or something like that.
Mm-hmm. What about Morthos and Ash?
I'm curious about this game. I'm gonna watch and try and learn a bit about it.
Okay. She explained the rules pretty well, but while you're observing, you can make me an intelligence check. Just to see how much you gather.
What was that? Sorry, you broke up a little.
Oh, sorry. An intelligence check?
Intelligence? Yep.
Yep. I will try and hook up a different cable to my microphone on the break. We'll see if that'll fix it. Yeah, you think you pretty much have gotten the rules down for the most part. Ash, what about you?
Probably just keep my distance because I don't know how people, will look at Evie.
Sure.
Because she's a big, large emerald dragon.
She's a full-figured emerald dragon. Excuse you.
She's good. So she's where I'm just gonna chill out with her and make sure everything goes okay.
Okay. So you eventually come up to your turn at the table here, Scarlett. So, let's see.
Should have made a beer pong attack in my Roll20 sheet.
Yeah, well, I did actually put a little thought into this because I knew at some point we were going to have to play it. So, go ahead and make me you are proficient, so make me, roll me a d20 adding your dexterity and your proficiency bonus. Because as much as to your chagrin, beer pong is not a game of strength. It is a game of finesse. Also, are you planning to bounce it, or are you planning to just shoot for the cup? Oh, you're muted.
I'm gonna shoot just regular. I'll save the fancy tricks for later.
Okay, yeah, you sink a cup, roll me a d10. Okay, so you sink the middle cup, the third, like the second row, where there's 3 cups, on the left side, because I had to start putting thought into how this was going to work. Okay.
Is Morthos my partner?
Is he?
I don't know.
If I was challenged, I'd have a go at it.
Tap in, bro.
Are you guys going to do teams of 2? Sure, we
Yeah.
could do that. All right, so we'll say, yeah, do you guys on the same team, or would you rather compete against her, Morthos?
Since I don't know Scarlett's skill, I'd play with her first round.
Okay.
And then see if I'd challenge her later.
Okay. So you can go ahead and make me, I guess it would be a dexterity check, because you haven't learned, you're not proficient in beer pong, so it's just a d20 plus your dex mod.
Cool.
All right, roll me a d10, please. There we go. 10. So you take out the head cup, so right in the front. Right there.
I chest bump him.
You are chest
I'd probably
bumped.
get pushed over.
Yeah, you were.
Sorry.
This is probably not a custom where, like, typically what you're used to. So yeah, it catches you totally off guard. And yeah,
And he's not that strong at all.
yeah. So that happens. But you're able to dust yourself off, and thankfully
Pull him back up.
it looks like that everybody else has been drinking a bunch, so they don't actually seem to catch that little flub. So save faced yet again. Yes. All right, then it's the opposing team. So yeah, they just one of them actually just like hits you in the chest, Scarlett, because they're like, they just like way overthrow it, and like doesn't even arc down. They just like hit you with the ball, and the other one like hits the table, and then like the like it doesn't even like get close to bouncing in. Like they hit a dead spot in the table and it just sort of rolls off. Is your turn.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you actually you hit one of the enemy the opposing team cups and you actually slosh some of the beer out onto the table. But you don't sink it. You kind of like more like sidearm it and hit it and it knocks some of the beer out onto the table.
Under my breath I mumble party foul.
Mm-hmm. So then yeah, Morthos, give me a shot. Yeah, roll me a d10. I guess a d8 at this point, right? Because we're down 2 cups. Yeah, you like just fuck this up bad, Scarlett, and you watch Morthos starting to kind of get it down, and he's just like, and he sinks one of the front cups. So you've got the head cup, and then one of the second row with 2. Then it's the enemy turn.
Thanks for carrying the team, bro.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, they are just throwing wide. Like the first one is just like a wide throw. The second one hits kind of the lip where the cups are together, like in between the cups, and bounces out. Scarlett.
I don't think you need my help here.
Oh man, it's about the camaraderie too, man. I'm gonna try to bounce it this time.
Okay, they will get a reaction to try and knock it away.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your roll. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, they swat the ball away right back at your face. Not on purpose, it's just that's the way the ball goes. Morthos, it's your turn. You see, like, she just seems crestfallen.
Showtime. I'm going to try and do the exact same thing.
Alright, let's see it. Alright. The other guy, one guy already used his reaction, so it's the other guy now. Because you only get 1 reaction per turn. Oh, no! It looks like it's going right in, and this guy just sort of claps it away. It doesn't hit you, but he just sort of knocks it away. So, yours looks like hers didn't even look like it was going for the cup. Like, it looked when it bounced like it wasn't going to go in, but the guy just swatted it away anyway. Yours looked like it was on target, but this guy just happened to be a little quicker this time. Like, there was a little bit of moment of clarity in his, like, haziness where he was able to, like, kind of... Oh, there it is. Got it. Boom.
Maybe bouncing's not the play today, man. We gotta be serious. This is not looking good.
So this guy throws and misses. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just going to give an evil eye to the guy that swatted it away.
All right. And then the guy who just swatted it away sees it and smirks, and he's going to attempt to bounce it as well. But he bounces it, like, straight down, and it goes straight up. And then falls back down, and then just, like, it hits him on the top of the head. Scarlett.
Yeah, it doesn't look as easy as it is, does it?
And he's just like... Shh. This guy clearly...
Have you been drunk before? That's pretty good.
I know. Never once in my life. Katie, it is your turn. Or Scarlett.
Can I do a perception check?
You absolutely can.
Because seeing that like they're getting a bit rowdy and they're making a lot of noise and everyone's like focusing on the beer pong, they're not looking around and we're like all in the camp together.
Yes, you can make a perception check for sure. You were just trying to see if anything was sneaking up on you, or...
Yeah, anything like around the camp that's coming, or just general perception check to see.
You look
if there's any
up
danger.
from your notebook. It doesn't seem to be. It seems to be just all like everybody's having a good time. Everything seems to be fine.
I'm gonna go back to the notebook.
All right, Scarlett, make me
Pretty blood notebook.
make me a roll, please. Okay,
16.
Were you bouncing or no?
Nah, I'm just going for it.
All right, roll me a d8. Okay, you started. So basically, you've got the 4 cups in the back, 1 in the center in the 3 row, and then 1 in the front on the 2nd row there. At the moment, Morthos, it is your turn.
Scarlett, is it against the rules to do 2 at once?
Yes. You gotta use 1 ball, bruh.
Ah, damn. Just throws a ping pong, then just throws it.
All right, so go ahead and make me a shot. Yeah. You sink that one easily. Roll me a d6. All right. So now you've got the 4 in the back and 1 in like the 2nd row, or the towards the front there. It's their turn. These guys are both gonna try and bounce it. So this guy, no. Nope. Just they both bounce and they misjudge the timing and they both bounce at the same time. The ball bounces once, they bump up, hit into each other, and then bounce off the table. Scarlett, it is your turn. Nope. You throw and you throw too short, so you just hit off like the side of the cup and it bounces forward. Morthos.
I'm gonna step 5 feet back and throw 1 in.
Okay. Stepping 5 feet back, getting a little fancy here. Let's see what you got.
It seems to get a bit boring for him.
He just basically takes the ball, right? So he's got, I don't even have a ping pong ball here. Well, we'll use this thing of paint. And he just basically just like, what? Whoop. Just like looks away, no look, shot, sinks it right in, no problem. The other team, like the revelry stops for a moment and everyone's just like, whoa. And like for a second, the broiness comes out in all of their voices. They're like, whoa. And then they like come back to their regular traveler's sake. So I'm gonna say yeah.
You know that scene from 22 Jump Street when they find out that he fucked the chief's daughter?
Mm-hmm.
That's Scarlett right now. She's just freaking out, running all over the place, like screaming. And then runs back and slaps him on the ass.
Yeah. Kobe indeed, Ewok.
Tail. Watch the tail.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So right now you have the 4 in the back, in a line. Would you like to re-rack those into something, a different setup, like a diamond or otherwise? Or you want to just keep them in a line?
Unless it's gonna hit. Let's get him closer, I guess.
Okay, so you can re-rack it into a diamond. That's fine.
Does this change the rules or anything, Scarlett?
Nah.
Nah.
Bonus points? What's happening? I thought we were meant to just get them all down.
Well, we can put them in a different configuration if we so choose to, man. Bruh. Keep saying man instead of bruh.
Alright, well, it is the enemy turn. So they are going to go. They're both going to bounce because they need the cups. Oh, fuck, man. Okay, so this guy's looks like it's going to go in. Either Scarlett or Morthos can try, and this is the guy who gave you the dirty look before, Morthos.
Oh, Morthos. It's all you, man.
What was I doing? Sorry.
He's bouncing the ball, so I need you to make a dexterity check to try and knock the ball away.
Easy.
Yep. Knock that ball right away, no problem. So, alright. Now it's Scarlett's turn. You got 4 cups left.
Alright, I'm going for it.
You gonna bounce or you gonna just shoot?
Nah, I'm just going.
Alright. Yep. Sunk. I'm just gonna, at this point, it doesn't even matter for rolling. And then, alright. Morthos, you've got 3 cups left.
I'm gonna bounce it.
All right, let's see it. Okay, they're going to attempt... Same guy, sneering guy. He's going to attempt to block. And he doesn't, and you bink, bink, sink 2 cups. There's 1 cup left. Enemy team, they need the cups. They're going to keep on bouncing. No. No. Scarlett, there's 1 cup left. Synced. Game, well, let's see. Are we going to give them any rebuttal rules? Actually, you know what? Morthos, make me a shot anyway.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, he sinks it right into the cup. You just sank it in. No rebuttal. Game over.
Yes! I give him a bro hug. A tear comes to my eye.
Yeah, but what's the wings?
Just watch everything. You know what? I'm just not gonna touch you, man. Bro, I respect personal space if it's wanted. So, pound it. Yeah.
Very simple game.
My title is safe.
Yes. So, Ash, what have you been doing while this whole craziness has been on? Just hanging out?
I just been hanging out and remembering everything, which I found the page. So I've been jotting notes.
Okay, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that happened.
No problem. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've just been kind of like meditating, while EB just keeps looking around for me.
All right. So, as the... Sorry, I'm trying to still, in the meantime, fix all the shit that broke in the background here. Like, the fact that the chat links weren't working, and that the donation bar isn't updating, because it's way higher than that. But anyway, you don't notice, because you're kind of paying attention to things. But EB kind of, like, nudges you with her snout and kind of will whisper to you that she sees movement in the woods nearby.
Oh, what kind of...
She says it's hard to tell because it's outside of her. Well, you were controlling the voice, but I'll just tell you what she says. So she's outside of her, like it's hard to see, but it's shadows that seem to be creeping ever closer.
Okay. I tell her to keep an eye out. I will go up to Scarlett and hey, Scarlett.
So, dude.
Well, bring
How's
that
it
back
going?
again.
Oh man, Morthos carried the team, man. We pulled through. I'm still undefeated.
That's good. We might have company.
Oh
EB said
man, more
that-
people to play?
No, EB says there's shadows coming our way.
Bro, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should warn everybody. I don't know if
Alright.
any of these people at the camp are fighters or not, but guess they're gonna be. So I'll go tell Morthos if you wanna grab our squash fearing friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go up to him and are you busy?
Sorry, you cut out for me.
Are you busy?
He just looks up to you and he's like, "Nope," and he instantly closes his notebook.
Yeah, I imagine when I see that in my head, he's very Doc Brown. like his hair is all crazy and he's jotting these notes frantically because he doesn't want people to know. And he is the conspiracy theory guy, but I don't know. That's just the visual that I get in my head.
Well, Evie says that there's shadows coming our way, or she sees something.
Okay, he starts looking a bit frantically around because he looked earlier and he didn't see anything. So he's like, "There's something."
Yes. Perhaps they eluded you with your 13.
And he gets ready for battle.
Okay.
Or eventuality of
Sure.
battle.
All right. So that happens. Then, you know what? This might fix the goal meter too. Doing two things at once. So yeah, I don't know what's up, Benzyme. Why the thing keeps breaking out? As far as-
Yeah. I'm seeing Scarlett, but yeah.
That's weird that it's not.
Yeah. I see lazy, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Because I see her as
did
well.
I didn't notice that you were staggering around a bit, but
Yeah. I
I'm
don't...
pretty sure that's just internets.
Uh-oh. We just
Should
got
everybody refresh?
We can try that. We just got a donation as well. I'm gonna refresh.
Oh, shit. That's a big one. I'll do
Yeah.
it too.
Just the hell of it.
It's like musical chairs, kind of.
It is. I'm like, oh, Benzyme's under me now.
Lewd.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright.
Mute yourself, por favor.
Yeah, your camera looks better now.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This new setup seems to be causing issues. So, let's see here. Well, it seems like it doesn't love when I do... Uh-oh. Oh, no. What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do? Okay. So, you guys heard rustling and then in the woods. And you start to hear the rustling as you guys are all getting ready for battle. And then you see oh, do I want to do this guy? No, let's say. So you thought you saw a whole bunch of shadows, when really you guys are all gathering together, you know, armaments ready, back to back, let's go. When comes hurling out of the woods and hits you in the face, Rurik, is a small box about yay big. And it hits you in the face, and the lid, the tuck box opens, and a deck of many things has entered the playing field.
Oh no.
I need every Benzyme did it.
It was
So
nice knowing you guys before I get turned into an inanimate object or sent to another plane of existence. I had fun.
so I will have to update the bar because I'm really annoyed by that. But so the rules go for the decks of many things as we've established in the past, but I'll establish it yet again. You you have to draw at least one card. You can choose to draw more, and if ones come up later on in a session that you're in, you don't have to draw, but you have the option to. So you have to pull at least one card no matter when, if one gets donated. You don't have to pull each time one gets, like as if you're here for 3 sessions and it comes up 3 times, you only have to draw once, but you can choose to draw more. So, Rurik, it hit you in the face. So
Yeah.
you're up first to draw a card. Let me get to the page.
Rurik is gonna, like, he remembers the cards.
Yes.
So, what he's gonna do instead of picking one, he's gonna hit it with his warhammer.
Okay.
But it's gonna like flip the first one. It's gonna like stick to his warhammer when he pulls it up.
Okay. So he tries his best to divert it, and he tries. He's like, "This is good. This is it. This is what's gonna stop it, right? And this is how we're gonna get around this whole issue." So let's see. Did I do this? I did not. I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. Let's see. Can I do this? One sec. Let's see. Discard pile. Card size. Drawings. Really wish. Oh. Is this gonna make me do this individually? Son of a bitch. Okay. Let's see if this will work. If I can get this deck to show. You see that deck of cards on the screen there in Roll20?
I see it. Lower right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna deal 1 to everybody, and we'll see if this works. This probably won't, because there's only got to be a certain number of cards that will do this, but we'll see if this works. So Rurik, there should be a card on the bottom left.
It dealt 1 to you too.
It did deal 1 to me. All right, so Rurik, see if you can pull your card and see what it is.
4 of diamonds.
Okay, great. That's not one of the cards.
This isn't working.
Yeah, no.
I think that you should just get a deck of cards in real life and just use them for us.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do that, which I will in just a sec. I'm gonna try one more time, and then we'll.
Deck of many things.
Yeah.
Looks like Wizards has a generator.
Do they? Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Can you link that for us, and then we can have just Jal pull from that. Yes, Laura, I'm gonna say the deck does replenish, because it's not nearly as fair. If all the good stuff comes out, then it's only the bad stuff for the later folks. So did you link that, by the way? Benzyme? Sweet.
It's in chat.
Yep. So Jal, go ahead and do that and pull a card for me. It's in the Roll20 chat.
Yep, I got it. I got flames.
Okay, what does the flames card do? That sounds like it can only be good, right? Oh god. So Jal,
No.
you feel you don't know how or where, but you feel that something you have done has angered a powerful devil, and it has become your everlasting enemy. It will seek to ruin and plague your life, savoring in your suffering before attempting to kill you. This
Perfect.
This lasts until you die or it dies.
Oh man.
So that's fun. I can write that down for later. I don't know, when I'm running out of stuff to come up with, we've got that. Because you're around a lot, Jal. So
I still have a body.
Hey. So Ash, go ahead and pull me a card.
Okay. As I remembered this, I actually get close to Evie.
Okay.
Okay. Oh god. Look at the skull.
The skull. Okay. So you guys are there in the camp as she pulls a card. Summoned from seemingly nowhere, this humanoid ghostly skeleton clad in a tattered black robe carrying a spectral scythe appears. It is within 10 feet of you, and it moves in to attack you. Warning all others in the area, the skeleton says, that you, and it points with its skeletal finger, and she must win the battle alone. And I need you to roll for initiative.
Scarlett sits on the floor. And she's like, all right. Ground, rather. We're outside.
Okay. Let's clear this. Where's the... Oh. And everything is so laggy today. It does not seem... My computer does not seem to enjoy the new appear in setup. With, like, all of the videos going.
Blame the international calling.
I will do that. Then we've got the Avatar of Death. Let's add him in. He gets to roll. Does he have... Okay, he has a plus something to his dex. Let's change up the music, though. We're in some tense music now. I think I actually did find some good battle music. So he's going to go second. So you're up first. Ash, what would you like to do?
Okay, how close is he?
10 feet.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and back up.
Okay. So you back up.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to draw my oath bow.
Okay.
And, what's the thing that can make it where he's like... my enemy, right?
Swift death to my enemies. You say in Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And,
so you now have advantage, and you deal extra damage to him.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to also infuse an arrow.
Sure.
And it'll be fire, so I'm going to hit him. Oh, shit.
Double crits. Okay. Now
That's my girl.
this is a crit. So I will tell you what it does because we pull a card from the deck here. So this is... I just want to make sure I get the right ones because I don't want to grab like the critical miss one by accident. Okay, yeah. And this is for DMs. Got it. So I'm going to shuffle these cards right here. I'm going to draw the top one, and this is going to tell you what you do to this guy.
Okay.
Okay, cutting the deck, grabbing the top card. Okay, this is piercing damage. So this is actually going to deal triple damage. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Which should be double. Because it'll show. So let's see what that is. So that is D8 plus 5 plus all the stuff. So, okay. So now I need you to roll another... Let's see, that was 1d8. So triple damage. I need you to roll me another 2d8.
And plus my...
Plus the oath bow, yeah.
And this is my infused.
So that is 30. So it takes 1 fire damage. But just actually, so roll me another 2d6. Okay, now roll me 6. No, sorry. 9d6 for the oath bow.
96.
9d6. Triple damage.
Jeez.
How much HP do you have?
How many health points?
Yeah, do you have? Yeah.
120.
Wow.
This arrow threads through this guy and shreds him to pieces. He's gone. One shot. Well, that was that.
That happened.
Scarlett runs out and tackles her. Ah, you did it! You're amazing!
And as you tackle her, a card hits you in the face.
Okay, this isn't bad. I got the comet.
Okay, the comet. If you single-handedly defeat the next monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain a level.
Single-handedly.
Correct. We dealt with this much last time, where you guys were like, maybe we should just go find a rat, and I'll steal the rat's cheese, and then I'll kill the rat, and then I single-handedly kill the next monster. It almost happened with the T-Rex, because Amy drew that card and almost killed the T-Rex in one shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, almost. But she didn't get it.
Guys, if we fight anything, just stand back, okay? I'm gonna fucking destroy it. I want to see if I could do it myself. Only step in if I look like I'm gonna die.
And then Morthos,
Nah, I won't even do it then. You're fun.
I need you to draw a card as well.
Can I draw 2?
You can if you want, yeah.
Awesome.
You draw 2.
I draw the rogue.
Alright, so the rogue is the first card. So that guy who was staring at you down during that beer pong game, he comes walking over to you. And he looks in your face. He goes, "You! You! Yeah, you! You goddamn asshole! You hear me? I hate you! We're enemies! I am now hostile to you forever! You jerk! Come in to my... You come in to my camp and you get in my game. My game. And you just win? You know how to play and you win? Who do you think you are?
Want me to take care of him for you?
Guy?
Yeah, I think this qualifies. Go ahead.
Alright. I'm gonna take out... I'm not gonna take out the warhammer.
Swing!
I'll take out my warhammer.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just whack him in the side. I'm not gonna do any lethal damage.
Alright, make me an attack roll.
17.
Yep, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you knock this guy unconscious. But then you get to draw your second card.
Yep.
Does that mean I get a level?
Hang on, I'm not done yet.
Second card, gem.
So she hits this guy upside the head, and he disappears in the ground at your feet, and he disappears into a pile of 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold each.
Wow.
I didn't know I could do that, bro.
That definitely is a neat trick.
I should hit more people with this hammer.
But then his entire party gets up in arms and comes after you, Scarlett. So the whole camp is after you now.
How many of them are there?
Evie kind of just like looks up to the jewelry and kind of like lit her lips now.
5 of them.
Alright, I'll be right back.
So,
And I'll...
Pick up all the jewelry.
all right, you have 50,000 gold worth of jewelry now.
You broke up.
Oh, sorry, you have 50,000 gold worth of jewelry.
Oh, nice.
So, all right, roll for initiative there, Scarlett.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna say that Rurik is kind of confused because nothing happened to him that he knows of. And everyone else, something happened and he's like, okay. And now everyone wants to like fight them.
Oh, you know, nothing happened to me. I just got really violent really fast.
Yeah.
can I get you to click on your
My token.
yeah, your token, please.
I got an 8 at first.
Okay, so we can just make that an 8.
I wish I could take that 21. No, that's pretty nice.
Yep. So then they get 4. So these guys approach you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start playing whack-a-mole, I guess.
Okay, make an attack roll. Yeah, 30 hits.
30.
For 13, as you hit this guy, he also turns into gold.
He turns into
Gold.
gems again?
Yep.
Oh, gold?
Yep.
What the?
But then they all move together, and they all shed their human form and turn into gold. And Morthos' gold sucks to it, and it forms into a giant, seemingly animate pile of treasure. Sort of like that.
Oh boy.
So, that was your first attack.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna switch to the Vorpal Longsword now.
Okay.
Evie is just drooling.
Yes. The dragon is obsessed with the amount of gold that is there. So, it is your turn. You have your Vorpal Longsword in hand,
I assume this cannot be decapitated.
but it will lose a chunk of its body or something. Whatever it says for the Vorpal Longsword.
Yeah, I know I have the description here.
That's fine. You can still... You have your crits or whatever else, so...
I'm not gonna use them. It's so much more epic if it actually gets decapitated, and I'm gonna be back later.
Okay.
So I will use a superiority die
Uh-huh.
for menacing attack.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 will hit. So go ahead and roll me. Let's get some battle music back here.
16 plus 1.
16 plus 1 points of damage.
Yep, and he's gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
17 or what happens?
DC 19.
Or he has to fight only you, right? Or what is menacing?
No, he becomes afraid of me.
That's right, that's right. So,
And it's 19 to save.
okay. Let's see if that roll goes through. Yeah, he fails horribly. So he is now afraid of you.
Now I'm gonna hit him again.
Sure. That makes sense. 26 will
Maybe
hit.
I could just envision this pile of gold trying to run away.
And she's just wailing on it.
Alright, 14 points.
14.
You using any superiority die on this one or no?
No, I would have had to declare it before.
Are you sure? Because I looked at it recently, and I think some of them say only when you hit.
I don't think
I've got
so.
it. I've got it right here. I will do you that favor.
Okay.
So,
We're still not allowed to help, are we?
Don't help me!
menacing attack specifically says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, so you get to hit them first. So a lot of those, like,
Okay, well then, sure.
which one would you like? Would you like to use that one again, or I don't know if you have any different ones that are.
Not anything that I can use right now. I mean, I have trip attack, but I don't think I can trip a pile of gold.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
So yes, you could.
And
You can.
Okay. Well, I will, I'll do that then. Why not?
So go ahead and roll the die.
2 extra points.
All right. So he takes that. He's got to make the save though. What's the save? DC?
19.
Ooh, he makes it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, well.
So that was your 3 attacks. Would you like to action surge or anything, or are you good?
Why the fuck not? Let's action search.
Okay.
31.
Yep.
I'll use superiority die, try to trip him again.
Okay.
21 points of damage.
Okay. So, let's see. What was it? 21, rather. Okay. He's gonna pass the save. You have 2 more attacks.
This whole entire time when they're fighting, Evie's just kind of creeping like a cat.
Yep.
I'm not going to use the superiority die this time. I want to see
Okay.
if parry.
1 more. All right. Also, hello everybody in the chat. We got a lot of people have come out to see it, so hello.
Hey, y'all.
Also, I want to point out, hello again, Mr. We got Firebringer Axel here in the chat, and we talked about it before, but we just were reminiscing before about how Light's playing a character who one of the races is one of the ones you developed, the Fletchling, or Fetchling rather. So, hello, but hello to everybody else as well. I see some other folks from the old Chronicles of Tyria Guild. Looks like Joel is in the chat, so looks like you'll have a ton of support there, Jal. It'll be great.
Yeah, they're gonna pay to like give me ones or something.
Yeah, I know. So now it is its turn. So I need everybody in the group to make me. Oh no, wait, you don't have to. You're just struck with awe, so you all have disadvantage on perception checks because of the sheer amount of gold here. And then it is going to. Ooh. No, it's just gonna like form like its gold into like fists, and it's gonna 1-2 punch you. So, first roll. Ooh, that's a 16 and an 18. I guess it misses both times, huh?
Yeah, rock on, man.
All right, it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep wailing on this thing.
Don't damage the gold.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, your turn. Or roll your damage rather. Okay. Yep.
18 hit?
Yeah, 18 hits. Tell you, give up here. And then that. All right, so now it's its turn. You see that like as it's moving, like part of it's like falling, like it's not as cohesive as it was. So it seemingly, oh, it doesn't speak, so it can't say anything. But it seems pissed. So you see it start to spin, and it starts to spin faster and faster till it turns into basically a tornado of gold pieces, gemstones, and things. And it moves over top of you. So you are now inside of this whirlwind of treasure. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Oh yeah, I was going to put battle music on and I lost the music.
14?
Okay, so you're going to fail that save. And you are going to take some damage. And this is just you getting pelted with gemstones
Sure.
and gold coins. Alright, so you're going to take 47 points of bludgeoning damage from this thing. Oh, and you're stripped of your longsword. It's pulled into...
What?
You're... Sorry. You're stripped of your Vorpal sword. It is pulled into the tornado of gold.
I'm gonna shout, somebody grab that when this is all done. If anybody gets that stupid sword other than me, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
Evie just gets closer.
And it just remains...
Evie, don't you fucking participate, I swear to God.
And it remains in this form. And it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take out my great axe then.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Make a swing. That will not hit.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay. You miss.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Sure. You hit, but you feel like, due to the nature of this creature now in this form, that it seems like this type of damage isn't going to hit it, because it's a tornado, and it's just coins. So you're trying to like slash at moving coins. You don't really feel like that's going to work.
It doesn't do literally anything.
Literally anything.
I'm so fucked. I don't have anything I can do against
You
that.
feel like, well, make me. Let's see. I guess make me an insight check.
5.
This is hard.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try to switch to my warhammer. I guess.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
15.
Well, you miss.
I'll use luck.
Okay.
25.
That hits, and go ahead and roll damage.
14, and I'll use one of my superiority die.
Okay. Hang on before you do that.
Oh.
What is this hammer made out of? Is this a magic hammer or just a hammer?
It's just a hammer.
So, it is also... You also feel that it is... Thank you again for the follows. You also feel that it is immune. You feel like you did significant damage with the sword initially because it was magic.
Okay. I will.
It does not look very good though. It's not very cohesive, but
I will then try to get my Vorpal longsword with my last thing out of the swirl, I guess.
okay. Let's see. Go ahead and make me an athletics check to try, and we'll do a contested grapple here.
Oh, no.
What do you add to your athletics? That is your athletics.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. You like grab the hilt and it like pulls it out of your hand and it spins back around.
Then.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bonus action use the fuck is it called?
Second wind.
Second wind, yeah.
Sure. So that's what, 21 points. All right, then it's his turn. You get to make another dexterity saving throw. $16 is also a fail. You're going to take 28 points of bludgeoning damage. So what other items do you have on you that aren't your armor?
What'd you say?
What other items do you have on you that aren't your armor?
You keep cutting out, dude.
Oh, and now he froze.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kill this!
Well, I mean, the whole entire time, Evie just gets closer and closer.
You better not fucking...
And we're all just watching.
I mean, it's, she sees the gold and jewels, and it's like a cat, like, getting closer to it.
I've got
If
this.
it's more than 20 feet to that thing, I'm drawing the bow.
No! I want this level so bad.
Yeah, Rurik might intervene if you go too low on HP.
I wonder, does it matter if somebody heals me?
It says help in any way.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, We'll see. If I get unconscious, please save me. I think Ted died.
Maybe.
Yeah, he said 1 second. Oh, he's there.
Yeah,
But
hi.
his video died.
My video died, but I think I'm still back audio-wise, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So, I said, what do you have on you aside from your armor? Magic item-wise.
I've got my belt. I think that's it.
Okay. Then...
Mute yourself.
I didn't? No. There we go. Okay. So, it will strip your great axe away from you.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to get my sword back again.
Okay, make me an athletics check. You beat it, so you're able to wrest your sword free.
Okay. I'm gonna... Can I, like... Because I'm assuming slashing does not work. Can I flip it over and try to use the hilt to attack?
So you're gonna try to
Make it
bludgeoning it?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna say that the hilt is probably an improvised weapon. Because, you know, you're not really using it as the main weapon. So I'll let you do a D4 plus your strength. Plus the Vorpal plus 3, you know, because it's part of the sword.
So just...
Why don't you just use the flat side of the blade?
Can I do that instead?
Yep.
Okay.
But the question is, did you turn it over in your hand first and then switch back?
I mean, yeah.
All right, roll me a D20.
Why aren't my things clicked? There.
Okay. You take 6 points of damage as you can't help but cut your hand on your Vorpal longsword's blade. Had you rolled a 20, I would have cut off one of your fingers. So yeah, you can use the flat side of the blade. It will still only do... It'll do a D6 as opposed to a D4. But, yeah.
Okay. 24 to hit. And then I'm doing D4 plus... Right, that's right.
Yeah.
With Vorpal and... Okay.
Yeah, that's good. You're doing good.
You're doing it.
I thought you said D6.
yeah,
I did
shit.
say a D6. Yeah, you're right. So exactly the same.
Okay.
We tried to help her.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then I think I have one more attack.
Yes.
16, and I'll use my last superiority die.
Okay.
And get one more point!
All right. So it's gonna go again. In its crazy form here. I need you to make a strength saving throw. Or sorry, Dex saving throw. My bad.
What was it? Strength or
Dex.
dexterity?
Dex.
Oh fuck. So 34 points.
34 points. And your sword is stripped away again.
No.
How does Scarlett look at the moment? Like,
Yeah, what
she,
do
like,
you
she
say?
really look beaten down.
I don't look great, but I'm still okay for now.
Okay, so she thinks she looks great. Is that it?
No, like she'll be okay for a bit longer. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to get my sword again.
Okay.
And that was strength.
Athletics, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna chance this. I'm gonna use one of my crits to get it back.
Okay, you've got your sword back.
Okay. Nice. Now I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
20.
20 will hit. And you bring down the treasure golem.
Oh, nice.
When you ended it last turn, it had 3 HP left.
Oh my fucking god.
You rolled a 1 on your superiority die, and I was like, had you rolled a little
Yeah.
bit higher, that would have done it. So you watch as the treasure just falls onto the ground. So, you have successfully defeated the next enemy by yourself.
Ugh. I lay down on the ground and I'm like, heal me.
Rurik is gonna cast heal on her.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, we're going to bed anyway, so I can use my slots.
That's 60, right?
70.
70.
I'm gonna try and rush over to the pile before Evie does.
Okay. I'm gonna
All
say
you see is that she gets there and
She what?
she just lays in it, and then I'll get there and be like, yours. And she kind of looks at me like a cat.
It's toothless.
Yeah.
Basically, Morthos, you're able to extricate your 50,000 gold worth of jewelry, and the remaining treasure pile seems to be at least 10,000 gold worth of gold pieces and gemstones. There is also some things.
Is there a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, you would say?
Sure, I'll say that. I'll say there is one.
I might snatch one of those.
There is one of those. There is also let's see if that die roll goes through. A silver plated, or no, I'm sorry, an old painting. It's like the Forgotten Realms equivalent of like a Monet. So like a original. So you think that this is worth at least 2,500 gold pieces. Amongst that, there is also a small statuette of a gourd with eyes and a nose and a mouth made of rubies, which you anticipate is worth about 7,500 gold pieces.
Did you say a statue of a gourd?
That's what I
did.
thought he said.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, well now.
Well, no.
Oh, hold up.
Well, Rick is gonna try to smash it.
Wait. You're gonna smash it?
It's a gourd.
How about this?
Can be
How about
good.
this? How about this? Evie can eat it.
How about
She
Fair enough.
we
eats it.
melt it?
That's gone.
Yeah, hump gone. There goes 7,500 gold pieces worth of gold and rubies.
And then Evie actually gets off the pile of gold. and
right.
it's like she's fine. She's satisfied. That's all she wanted.
Scarlett just pats EB. She's like, "You're lucky you're cute."
You're lucky too many people like you.
So,
Well,
She has a balanced diet.
I walk back into camp and I'm like, "Well, I guess this is ours now."
Uh,
What's in the camp?
you notice that all there is the beer pong table, the ping pong ball, the cups, and the beer. You didn't really notice it at first, but it seems like most of the stuff got absorbed into the treasure golem. But they didn't really have much. The allure of the beer pong really just threw you off of everything else. Like, there's not much in the way of, like, actual material possessions there.
I pour myself a pint.
All
Who
right.
wants the old painting?
I don't have anything to carry it. Strap it on to EB.
Bit tacky.
Might be worth something. Thought.
You sure?
Can I roll a history check to see if I know this painting?
Sure. Make me a history check.
Looks like shit. I mean, we should probably just leave it.
Yep. Maybe.
You never know. I mean, it was in the pile, right?
It was in the pile.
I'll take it.
Okay, you can, like, roll it up. I mean, it's
Yeah,
big,
yeah,
but, you know.
I'm picturing like a frame.
Yeah. Well, you could it's in the frame currently. You could take it out of the frame.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll roll it up.
Okay,
I
you
have
cut
it.
it out
I'll
of the.
pick up my great axe too.
You get that. It specifically says it couldn't strip armor, so
Oh, thank God.
I thought about having it because it's like the belt's technically not armor. Have it strip the belt off.
Bitch. Why you gonna play me like that? You didn't though, so it's okay.
Yeah. So careful. This is early. I'm well rested and I'm feeling happy at this point. Later on, I might just become jaded and angry, and they'll just be like, "Fuck you! Your belt
That's when I start
dies."
buying you coffee. You can't even get it. It's just dead.
Yep, just gone. I don't know what happened, but it's dead now.
Alright, well.
Okay. So you guys gonna
Let's,
take rest for the evening, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rurik should rest first so that he gets the most amount of sleep since he actually needs to get a spell slot back.
Before I sleep, I'm gonna wave hand over ring again and pour another cure wounds into it.
Okay. You got it. Should be all tapped out now, right? 5 levels worth of healing.
Yep. Yeah, level
So
3 and a level 2,
Got
I
it.
believe, is.
Yep.
Yep.
That would work. Okay. So you guys do that and you rest for the evening. And you get up the next day, a little more laden down, a little slower moving than you were before because of the sheer amount of weight of gold, you know? That kind of a thing. What else? Alright, so you guys, I'm gonna need Morthos to roll me a d20. Six. Alright, so the day pretty much goes by uneventfully, and then the evening rolls around. And you guys are set down for camp. There's no camp, there's no weird beer pong people, but you guys just set down and make your own camp for this evening.
I can
use
level up
my
now,
brain.
right?
Yep.
Campfire.
You activate your infinity ring and it generates a campfire. There you go. What else? Anything else? I thought somebody was going to say something and we kind of...
Oh, I just said I can level up now, right?
Sure.
Since we slept.
Yep.
That was easy. Fighter level 13 is easy.
Yeah, Indomitable +1.
Yep.
10 HP.
I should have fucking used that. Oh, well.
What?
I should have used that when I failed my saving throw one of those times, but whatever.
You should have, yeah. Now you know.
I won. That's what matters.
Yeah. Anyway. So, you guys are settled down for the evening. Gonna keep the same order and everything? Oh, switching goggles. Yep, sure.
No, I thought we were going into day, and I was like, oh, put it on the perception once. No, go back to the night. Don't worry about it.
So, did you guys have any specific things you want to deal with, or are you guys going to stay in the same order for this evening?
Rick is probably gonna take the first one this time around.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an awful pate out of my bad cranberries.
Oh. All right, you do that. You make an awful cranberry pate. You're not sure if that's the way to make what you should be doing with cranberries, but that's what you ended up doing.
Yeah.
So you have it. Did you want to eat it, or were you just making it?
No, he's trying to think if he can turn this into a poison somehow.
Okay. I like where your head's at. Alright, so, yeah, relatively uneventfully, the evening goes by as well. You all wake up the next morning, and you're about a half a day's ride outside of the city of Longsaddle. So, you guys set out in the morning. And I believe the only one who hasn't rolled me a d20 yet for an encounter has been Light. Is that act? You
Cut it out.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
I want you to know this is an ongoing thing. This happens every Monday night we play
No,
too.
I am aware of that. I don't know if that's a Discord thing or what.
Might be. Do you have in your options? Do you have your microphone dedicated, or is it on default?
Let's see.
Because I've had that problem when it wasn't dedicated, and it kept switching off my mic.
You're right. That's probably what it is. Thank you, Joe. Look at that. Comes in for one session, gets super paranoid, fixes all the issues. Good job, sir.
Yay!
If we were doing experience, I'd give you extra experience, but we're not, so.
I can get a level.
Tweet of my success.
Yes, well, Katie is a jerk and broke the system, so.
What?
Anyway. Light, can you roll me a d20, please? Nine. Okay. So, we guys are traveling down the road for a little while. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everybody got into the... I have like 500 different messages from everybody coming to me at the same time. Like, hey, we're trying to get into the thing for the Extra Life, to the Discord channel. I tell you, too much organization all at once happening with these things. So, you see, as you're traveling down the road, let me make a roll. Okay, so nobody is surprised by these very not stealthy creatures. As you guys are making your way down the road, EB tells you that she sees those shadows again.
Everybody would hear her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, except me.
Yeah.
We'd be flying high.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So Scarlett would hear. Yeah. People who are flying would hear.
Yes.
Well.
I drop a cranberry down to Rurik to try to get his attention.
All right, make me a dexterity check for your dropped cranberry.
12.
Well, Rurik's passive perception is high enough that he can move. He moves, but it hits Barry in the back of the neck.
Oops.
Thud, and it you're 100 feet up.
He's
That's
just gonna look up. Yeah, Rick's gonna look up like, what the hell?
Yeah, we're gonna fly closer to him.
All right, as you guys are descending as a group of how many is it gonna do? Six of these creatures come busting out of the nearby forest and converge on Rurik. You guys are descending in the process. So, Rurik, these creatures come out around you, and you are instantly... I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, actually. I got all these weird musics. I'm trying to see which ones are good. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, you're fine. Your PTSD takes over for a moment.
He's very wise,
Yes.
but not about the good things.
Yes. Your PTSD takes over for a moment, but let's change it up. You're able to shake it off.
Oh.
And you see creatures that look like this, except they have pumpkins in a like very similar to the overlay. You see that Pumpkin King there with the sort of Mad King Thorn style face of a pumpkin.
Yeah.
They have it like that. They look like this, right? But with pumpkin heads.
Okay.
So they come running out, and they all of their outfits are black with thin white pinstripes. And they... I'm going to need you to... You're perceptive, so I'm not going to say you're surprised, but I need everybody to please roll for initiative. So if you guys can just select your tokens on the screen when you roll, it'll automatically populate the turn order.
Rolling for EB2.
Yeah. Unless you want her to act on your turn is fine. Just so it's less to keep track of.
Yeah.
Okay. Morthos, and we'll use the Avatar of Death. We'll just keep the name because I think it's fitting and funny. Oh, they're doing great.
I like that it's all in capital letters.
I did that on purpose. Well, actually, I did that by accident, and I was like, I'm leaving it.
That works.
So, Morthos, you are coming in from above. You see 6 of these weird pumpkin-headed creatures surrounding Rurik. And they all are wielding large, heavy, blackened blades, seemingly wreathed in shadow. Yes, that's what you see.
Ooh.
We'll say, for all intents and
stretch.
purposes, you're 60 feet up at this point.
Okay. Cool. 60 feet. That's the limit. So I'm
Okay.
gonna jump off the owl.
Okay.
And then yell out to it, Angel of Death time.
Okay.
And it's gonna just dive bomb
All right.
and attack.
Okay. So go ahead and have it make me an attack roll against one of these guys.
And it's gonna attack all creatures within a 5-foot area of it when it gets down from Storm of Claws and Fangs.
Okay. Got it. Great. So that will hit... The way they're oriented around him, I'm going to say the most it could get is probably 2. Just because they're not, like, grouped up right on him. They sort of look... I guess if I can show you sort of like this, like Jowl's in the middle. And they're sort of around him like that.
Yep.
So you can grab, like, that 2 of them.
Okay, so... It's currently at a... Roll... 19 to hit on one.
Yep, that will hit.
He takes 16 slashing.
Damn. All right. Yeah, you can see it tears into. Does this? Let me ask you this: is the damage from your beast companion magical or no?
No, it's just standard.
Okay, then it does not seem to be doing as much damage as you would have anticipated. If
Cool.
that makes sense. So, it seems like it is resistant to this damage.
Cool. The other one?
Yep. That's definitely a hit.
And 15 slashing.
Okay. So they seem to be hurt about equally. But again, as I said, it does not seem, though... is the owl going to stay there, or is it going to move? Because it does have flyby.
Yeah, you said 60 feet. So
Oh, 60
it's
feet,
basically at the max range.
End of its movement. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was your action or your bonus action to do that?
Bird goes on its own, so
Oh, okay.
I get mine.
Great. Then go for it.
Just gonna use my longbow to shoot one of them.
Okay. They're both equally
Perfectly.
damaged, so...
Yep, just one of those two will do.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a shot. That is a definite hit. 7 points. Alright. And is, do you have 2 attacks?
No, single attack because I took the companion.
Gotcha. Okay. That's right, Revised Ranger. Alright, so yeah, you thud an arrow into this, and this bow is not magic as well? Or is it?
Huh?
I said, was your bow magic?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
just a standard longbow.
Gotcha. Alright. So, you did, man, I just want to make sure you did take your magic weapons and magic items and stuff, right? From the...
Goggles.
Got it. Answers that. Alright, so that is your turn, Rurik. It is, next up is you. You're surrounded by 6 guys.
Okay.
With pumpkin heads.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a gust of wind.
Okay.
Just gonna ping it.
To try and blow one of them away.
It's a line. It's a 10-foot line.
Okay, well, the
50
way
feet long.
the way they are oriented, because of how they're set up, without like potentially moving, you could probably only get one because they're all like around you. So you have to move to get in a line.
Yeah, I would like to move one out of the way so I can try and escape from them. Not
Okay.
be in the middle of all 6.
Okay, so they've got to make it as a strength save.
Yeah, strength save.
Might be pushed 15 feet away.
Yeah, my spell save is 17.
Okay, so yeah, it fails. It gets pushed back. You conjure out this gust of wind at the one probably in the front and push it back 15 feet. So you now have a way to get out, but you would still provoke attacks of opportunity from these guys if you try to move.
I'm gonna take that chance to get
Oh.
Barry out of there.
Okay. It's gonna be 5 attacks of opportunity, just so you're aware.
Yay.
Okay. All right. I like where your head's at. All about protecting Barry. So strike number 1 is gonna be #do it for Barry. What's your AC?
22.
All right. So that's a miss. 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 Oh, crit. And a miss. So only 1 hits, but it's crit. So I guess, if I'm going to hit, that's the one I got to hit with, right?
Yeah, but you can crit me.
Are you wearing
So-
adamantine armor?
Yep.
Okay, so it'll still do, so it'll just do regular, let's see what this would do.
Normal damage.
Normal damage. So it's going to still do, well, normal damage isn't that bad. So it's still going to do, you should be thankful. 2... So you're going to take let's see. 8 plus... an additional 10. So 18 points of damage from the one that hits you. And that is...
Okay, I'm gonna reaction on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my Wrath of the Storm.
Sure.
Just checking if I have it on.
It's going to make a dex save, I think.
Yeah, they have to do a dex save.
Okay. Save is 17. They have advantage because this is a magical effect. So he's going to pass.
Okay, he's still gonna take 2d8, but halved.
Sure. So 4 points.
Yeah, and since I'm hitting him with lightning damage, he's gonna be pushed back 10 feet.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So he is pushed back 10 feet. So you got 2 of these guys. You kind of got like a clear avenue now, and you can get Barry out of there. So you are able to get free. Anything else you'd like to do?
No. Well, I'm gonna dismount Barry if I can.
Sure. You can do that. All right. That will do it for your turn then. Ash, it is your turn.
Okay.
He is out of the way now.
Perfect. Because we're, what, 60 feet in the air?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have Evie position herself, and she is going to use her razor breath
Okay.
on them.
So that is a dex save?
Yep.
Okay, 5 dex saves. 1, 2... What is the,
14.
14? One, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5. Oh, there's 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them pass. 2 of them will fail. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, it doesn't work that way. Okay,
Unfortunately, it doesn't. I was trying to get it. So it's 12d6.
We'll...
45 points. All right. So, all right. 2 of these guys take the full damage. But then, let's see. So half of 45 is what? 28? Yeah. And then, all right. So, 2 of these guys take. You get the feeling that because, unfortunately, which I still argue is stupid, but that's the case, that dragon's breath weapons are not considered to be magical.
That's so stupid.
It is. But that's the cool thing is if you have a way to get yourself immunity to non-magical, if you ever have immunity to non-magical damage, you can just ignore, like, dragon breath weapons entirely, which is crazy. To think about. So, 2 of these guys look pretty rough. The other ones are all hit and damaged, but they seem to be okay because they are resistant to the damage. That was her turn, though.
Yeah. So I'm going to have her land, and then I'm going to get off, and I'm going to use my oath bow.
Okay.
And I'll shoot the one that whatever the weakest one is.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make an attack roll, please. Yep, that'll hit.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I didn't say it.
That's okay. So that is 9 points to this guy, to the weakest guy. Did you want to... were you infusing or not? Or no, you're just doing that, right? Or was this... Did you use your oath bow, the swift whatever thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me another 3d6. All right, you take this one guy is just dead. Shoot this guy and pierce his pumpkin face, and the light goes out of his pumpkin eye as he drops to the ground. That's one attack.
Okay. So same thing, Oathbow, and then I'm going to infuse it.
To the second weakest guy?
Second weakest.
Okay, so give me your infusion damage.
6.
6 fire. They are not. No resistances to fire. So, got that health left. Let me just check one thing on the Oathbow, because I can't remember if it's constant or it's just one time.
It might be a one time.
Yeah, let's see. You can choose a new enemy after the next dawn.
Okay, cool.
So that does, but that's still, this gun is kind of, like one of its arms falls off as you pierce through the arm, and like one of the jack-o'-lantern lights is out.
Okay.
But he's still up. Do you have anything else you wanted to do, or no?
That ends. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. Scarlett, it is your turn, and you have since landed on the ground. So.
Okay, I'm going to dismount this dragon as Sabotage by the Beastie Boys comes on. And
it's funny because I actually have. That's hidden amongst a long string of things in a Roll20 song. Like in the Roll20, it says like Ruby, so RWBY, D&D, battle music, quotation, parentheses, Sabotage Beastie Boys. So like you wouldn't know that that's what it is. But yeah, it's in there. That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
But anyway, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna start attacking with my Warpalong sword.
Are you gonna start with one of the guys that's weaker, or one of the all the guys have been damaged, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the weakest link first, hopefully.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
17?
Yes, a 17 will just hit. Alright,
15
you
damage.
take out the weakest guy. There are 4 left.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to the next one and attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a menacing attack. So DC 19 wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Wisdom is okay.
And that's 23 damage.
It was frightened?
Yeah.
He does not seem to be phased at all by your
enough.
frighteningness. Alright, so
So
that
23
was
damage.
20. Got it. Yep, to this guy. He's still up.
Yeah, and I'll attack him again.
Okay. Still hits.
20.
Alright, he does not look good. You've put a lot of gashes in this guy. He's barely hanging together, but he is still
Then
there.
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay. That will hit.
For 18 damage. And
He goes down. Cleave his pumpkin head in 2.
okay, and then I will go ahead and turn to the next one, menacing attack him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And wisdom save.
They're immune to frightened.
Oh, well. I
You still
will
do the damage, though.
still- 2 more.
Okay, 19.
And then last one,
Yep.
13 damage.
Okay.
Spinning blades of death.
Seriously, you're
And
just
then-
cleaving through these guys.
Free action to say, come at me, bro.
Okay, well, let's see. So, there are all these guys. There are 3 of them left. 3? 3 of them left, yeah. Alright, so one is going to point its finger at you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
19?
Yep, I think that'll do it. Yep, okay, so that will do that. The other two are going to point their fingers at you. And you don't have to make a wisdom saving throw, but you feel this sense of Gordic dread on your body.
What the fuck does that mean?
You'll find out, won't you?
I want to.
And then these guys are going to move in and attack you. But probably miss. And miss. And hit. And miss. So one guy's going to hit you after all that shit. You're going to take that plus so 15 points for all that. That is their turn. So Morthos, it's your turn.
Owl is going to attack
Okay.
whatever Owl sees.
Yeah, there's two guys. You can get two guys, so.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
3 guys left, but 2 of them you can get.
Cool. Then there's one person.
That'll hit, yeah.
And on the other person.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Finally.
Okay.
And that and that.
Alrighty. So your owl is raking into these guys. And they seem... Oh, I keep forgetting. They're not taking the full amount of damage. But they seem...
No.
Either way, he's still bombarding these guys with... The wounds are starting to stack up. And it seems that in the order things have been going, the party seems like they'll be able to do decent work on these guys. And it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
There's 2 guys next to one another, and then there's the one guy that pointed something at Scarlett but didn't actually move into attack.
I'll take a shot at the guy by himself.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll against that guy.
There we go.
Alrighty. Yes, so that will hit and not do the full damage, because I'm going to remember this time. Alright. And yeah, these guys are all... None of them look in good shape. They're starting to fall apart. But they're still at it. So after Morthos is Rurik.
How are the remaining ones positioned?
2 of them are right up on Scarlett, and the other one is a little bit back.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter behind the ones that are next to Scarlett, so it hits them and not her. It's a 10-foot radius.
Cube, right? What level are you casting it at? Just second level?
Let me check. I'll just cast it at level 2.
Okay. You go to do that, and the one guy who was pointing at Scarlett before turns and points at you, and he counterspells your Shatter.
Oh,
Shadow dissipates.
guess that goes away.
Yep. The spell is still used, but it is lost.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I could do.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna move in closer to the group
Okay.
since I'm a bit far away.
Sounds good. Ash, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to roll and see if she gets her breath weapon back.
Mm-hmm. 5 or 6, I believe.
Yeah, no, she
does
doesn't.
not.
So she's going to go in and going to make 3 attacks on one of them.
Okay.
You know what?
I will remind you
Is
too.
there 2 of them together?
There are
Yeah.
2. Yeah, there are 2 on Scarlett. I will remind you that if it matters, her bite has a 10-foot reach, so she can hit somebody further
Okay.
away if that matters at all.
Okay, so she'll go after the 2 next to Scarlet.
Okay, sure.
It's going to bite first.
Mm-hmm.
To...
Just got to get you to roll the hit first.
Oh yeah, what was it?
It should be. You should be able to. That should be able to click in her sheet. That should work.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good.
So a 14, unfortunately, will miss.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then
those
she
should
can
work
go-
fine. It's just the breath weapon that doesn't.
Okay. So she's gonna claw. Miss.
Miss. And then,
Okay.
and that will hit. The second claw will hit. So I think you should just be able to click claw, and it should roll the damage too.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Much better.
All right. So this is one of the guys that's on her. This is one of the guys that was just getting hit. So she rakes claws across his chest, and you see some pumpkin seeds spill out onto the ground, like pumpkin guts. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to actually use a spell. I'm going to do Hunter's Mark.
Oh, all right. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
They're not going to bother
That-
to counterspell your Hunter's Mark. It's not
And,
worth wasting a counterspell.
Oh, why not? Just kidding.
I mean, I got him.
I'm just gonna hit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit probably the same one that he had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll against that guy. Yeah, 29 hits.
7. Keep forgetting. I'm going to. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna hit again.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh, natural
Nope.
1. See, now fun things happen when there's natural 1s rolled as well. Let's see what happens with Light's natural 1. This is a
It
ranged
was
spell.
nice knowing you.
Yeah.
So you shoot the arrow, right? You go to shoot and you jerk really hard and you shoot the arrow straight up in the air.
Mhm.
And that's what happens. We'll see what happens next. Oh, so what else would you like to do?
That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot to roll my.
Hunter's Mark, yeah, for that first guy. Go
Mark.
ahead.
That's not it. What is it?
It's a D6.
D6.
I should make a macro for Hunter's
No.
Mark. All right, that's fine.
There you go.
Alrighty, so, and then it is Scarlett's turn.
I'm gonna slash him up.
Okay, which one are you going for? The guys on you first?
Yeah. Menacing attack. And I'll do trip attack, actually.
Okay, just gotta check a thing. Okay, you feel, you hit for sure, and they've gotta make a strength save.
Yep.
15 points. Yeah, he fails. He's knocked prone.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Also, you feel as you hit this guy, some of the Gordic dread lessen on you.
Ooh. Alright, then I'll try to attack again.
This will be an advantage because he's prone. Yep, 13 hits. You basically sink. You split like his eyes and nose together when the sword comes in through the top of the pumpkin head, and the lights in his jack-o'-lantern face go out.
Then I'll go for the other guy next to me.
Okay.
17 points.
Okie dokie. 17 points. These guys are not looking great.
Why not? I'll do second wind too.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your heal. Then it's their turn. They are not the avatar of death, but they are the avatar of minor annoyance. Perhaps. So, one guy is going to... Yeah, Scarlett's been fucking him up. So one guy's gonna... The guy who's close to you is gonna point at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh.
12, I assume fails.
Yes.
I'll use Indomitable.
You jerk.
At
Fucking
20.
shit. Alright, well that didn't do
Yeah.
anything. So then the other guy, he's gonna attack the owl that's on him. The owl feels a sense of Gordic dread as he attacks the owl.
No.
With 12?
Hold. Sorry.
That's all right. No worries.
I don't believe that hits.
I don't think it does either.
Standard it would, but he gets
Crazy
proficiencies
stuff.
in AC.
All right. So then it's gonna be. He's definitely gonna hit the second time, and he's gonna deal. Let's see. A 13. Plus, or so, 35 points of damage to the owl.
35.
Yes.
That hurt.
And that is his turn.
Out of there, little guy.
It's your turn now, Morthos. I know that the second group is waiting to join, so we're not that far away from getting there.
Yeah, I'm calling back the owl.
Okay.
He's going to attack and then fly by.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll against this guy.
$17.
That'll hit, yeah.
11.
Okay, so this guy is not looking that good, but the owl gets away safely. It is your turn.
Yep. It will comes to me, and I'm going to cure wound it.
Okay. Using the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use the level 3.
Got it. You heal the owl for whatever you decide, or how much you roll there. It's 11 points.
Yep.
Then it is Rurik's turn.
I'm gonna go to the closest one to me
Okay.
and just whack it with my warhammer.
Okay. Go ahead. Your warhammer is not magic, correct?
21.
That hits. Is it a magic warhammer or no?
No, it's just +2.
Okay. Turns out that even a +2 is magic. That counts.
Oh,
So,
is it? Okay.
yeah, anything with a plus is a magic weapon. So you actually managed to take out the one that just killed the owl, or just didn't kill, just attacked the owl rather. So, that is it for you.
Yep.
All right, there is one remaining. Ash, it's your turn.
Okay. Roll. See if she gets a growth weapon. No.
Nope.
Alright. She's going to go bite it.
Okay.
19.
Yes. Go ahead and roll some damage. Okay, it's still up, but not looking great. She's got, what, 2 claws
22.
left? Yep. Okay, still up. Yep, still up.
10.
Oh, man, it is still alive.
Okay, cool.
So
Now
on
I'm going-
your turn, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 18.
You dodge out of the way as the arrow you shot up in the air before lands right in the spot where you were just standing.
Nice.
It's your turn, though.
Okay, so I am going to infuse this one.
Okay.
5.
Let's see it.
15.
No, that misses, actually.
Okay. So I'm going to use my last infuse.
Okay.
Fire, same thing. 19.
That will hit.
13.
Okay, you will bring down this guy with your fiery arrow, and he points at Rurik as he falls, drops to his knees, and the light begins to leave his eyes, and he says, "We know what you have done. It is for naught. he shall return. Then he dies. And then you guys will be able to gather up everything and make your way to the town of Longsaddle. Fast forward a little bit. Where we can bring this session to an end. Katie is bowing out, I believe, correct?
Yep, I'll be on in 6 hours, I think.
Okay. So you're bowing out. We are keeping the rest of the cast, except we are getting Hypertroller in place of Katie. So we'll have to jump and get that all set up and peer in and roll 20 and all that good stuff. These guys, everybody here is going to have to level up to level 13. Because this is the end of this session. So you guys will hit 13. And we're going to take a little break here. Sorry we ran a little bit over. Didn't expect the beer pong tournament to have a deck of many things appear, but it did. So again, thank you to everybody who's been donating so far. I'm going to try to fix what's wrong with the donation bar. I don't know why it's being so dumb. And thank you to everybody who came out and played, and definitely everybody who donated. We are very close to the goal already, which I will see when I update it shortly. And yeah, so thank you also to Benzyme for your first time ever here being on the channel here. You've been in the chat for forever.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
We're D&D beer pong buddies for life.
Yeah.
You helped me.
We know what happened. Alright, I'm gonna peace out then, and I'll be in chat to watch the next group.
Alright, so Katie, remember that when you come back at 9, you're technically level 15. Because you're a level higher than you're supposed to be, because you just leveled up.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
Alright, guys, so we're going to take a short break. And we'll be right back. You guys can go drinks, whatever you want to do. Make sure your guys are updated to level 13. And we will get Hypertroller in here as well. And I will try to update things. Just get his thing updated. Also, thank you, DJ, who I just saw. Tomb of Annihilation stream was really fun to watch. My friend, you guys picked you up really well. And you enjoyed the crickets in the background when we opened the window? I'm glad somebody did. Yeah, every time we hit the table, I know. We're talking about attaching it to the ceiling. Alright, so Katie's going to drop out. Do you have Hypertroller? Check the Extra Life chat in the Discord. That will have the link to the video chat here. What is it? This. That is the link there for you, Mr. Hypertroller. Should be at the edge to post that. It didn't show up as a link. Katie is out. Things are going to get a little wonky till we update that. So we're going to...